What is up, everyone? All Barça fans and football fans, back again with another episode of Barça Weekly. And I know it's been a week, but I had plenty of things to do. Um, but it's been the international break, so not much of like club football has really been going on. But we're back in it again. Today, back in again this weekend now. Barcelona are facing Elche tonight. So it will be very interesting to see how we can handle that despite some of the injuries that happened, which I'll go over in this video, and also I'll be going over some of the latest rumors surrounding Messi and all that stuff as well. So yeah, let's just get right into it. First of all, some of the international stuff that happened. There was some decent results out there. It was some interesting stuff, but nothing too overly crazy. Spain lost one of their games, which was very surprising. They won the first one, but then they lost again the second game they had. And on the other hand, England has been doing well, uh, and most of these countries as well have been doing okay. Germany has been doing okay. Ter Stegen started both of all the games there. He did a good enough job there, so he's the new number one. Like early, he has the number one shirt, so that's good. He deserves that. After all the good performances he's had with Barcelona this season, he deserves to start in the for his country as well. Um, but now on to some of the bad stuff that happened, and which we're all worried about the injuries. And yeah, there's been some injuries definitely. First off, there's an injury on Christensen, which is very bad timing for us when we have the Clasico next week now. The second leg of the Copa del Rey semifinal, and he's not gonna be able to make it to that. He's out for 3 to 4 weeks or something. It's something with his tire, so if I heard that right, so he's not gonna be able to be playing there, which sucks. He got injured during the first game, yeah, pretty much with Denmark that they played, and it just really pisses me off that this keeps happening every time. That's why I don't like international breaks at all. During these crucial times of the season, okay, during the summers maybe, or during the by the end of the year, maybe in the fall. Okay, if some injury happen during that time, you can still recover. You have plenty of much left of the season still to pick it back up at least in some way. But during this time now, in the period of March and April, when the most dire and most like toughest, most serious part of the season is going on, that's the worst timing and worst part where you can get injuries. That's just it's just not good to have international breaks during this time, but that's just how it is, and we have to accept it, really. But what can you do? Um, Overall, though, he's not. It's nothing super serious though. So hopefully, in the coming weeks, he'll be ready to come back for the final stretch of the season, though. So hopefully we can manage. On the other hand, Araujo will be returning. He will be back in good time for the Clasico. I don't know if we'll be featuring tonight in any way, but he will be back for next week. For midweek against Real Madrid, so he will be there, which is good. I believe that was not really a serious injury, just Barcelona really trying not for him to go. And I hope it will work out. Gavi is fine. Got no injury. He's ready to go. Pedri hopefully possibly looks like he's set to go for the Clasico. Maybe like it's still uncertain, but like possibly could be going. going for it. Like I hope, but it's also a doubt. Frankie De Jong is a doubt. Also, he got a small injury during training with the national team or during the match or something like that. But there's a possibility that he could be ready, but we don't know fully. We'll just have to wait and see. Maybe I hope so. We would definitely need at least him in midfield if we don't have the we'll at least need him. Otherwise, it'll be very much tough. And then finally, there's some good news on Dembele. He's been training more and looking like he's making a good progress to recovery. Not really sure if he will though still be available against Real Madrid. It's not fully sure yet. It doesn't look like he'll be there in time, but you never know. Possibly, but at least he's making good progress with his recovery, and he'll be back in the coming weeks or so. So at least there's that. We definitely do need him back. Yeah, we definitely do need more power up front. But yeah, it's a tough situation with the missing players, like key players like those. It's not easy. It's not fun. That's not easy. But luckily, we do still have some good players to fill in those positions for now. But hopefully, we can manage well. Especially that in that semi-final match, because that's gonna mean a lot for us to make it through to the final of the Copa del Rey. We have a one-goal lead, so we have to try to capitalize on that, and well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Um, and then now on to the Messi rumors. The Messi rumors, yeah, it's been picking up even more now. It looks more and more likely, like there's a big chance that Messi will be actually coming to back to Barcelona this summer. There's been said that he he has had talks with some of the Barcelona representatives and all that, and he's gonna maybe have even more talks with with Laporta and Xavi in the coming weeks and all that, to discuss a contract. And so his Harsh also said that he's willing to maybe even play for a lower wage, and that he's definitely willing to come back. That is a big option now for him. He wants to return to Barcelona. He does not want to renew with PSG. He will be leaving PSG in the summer, and he wants to return to Barcelona. If an offer comes, he will be accepting it, which is absolutely wonderful news to hear for all of us Barcelona fans. It's the best thing. Having Messi back will be absolutely incredible, and I hope that Laporta can get it done with the financial fair play stuff and really get the deal over the line and put on an offer soon. Um, but at least we know now mostly that Messi does want to return. He wants to come back, and he has a good feeling the club that he wants to come, and he's just waiting for that offer from Barcelona, and he will be accepting it. So that's really good, and I'm happy that he's understanding of the club's situation. Of course, not that I never ever thought that he wouldn't be, but I'm really happy that he understands the club situation and is willing to lower his wages as well and do stuff like that. And they probably will be talking to some of the players to lower their wages, to make all these signings that are coming possible more and more. Like with this, to maybe talk to Ter Stegen, talk to Frank, maybe, and possibly, or like maybe even Jordi Alba or some other players like that, like some those that still have those high wages. Maybe try to lower them a little bit so we can get some of these signings overboard. And speaking of signings, we're still trying to go for Victor Roque as well. He is an option. He will be coming. If the Barcelona really do want him, Xavi wants him. They're just trying to fit everything in. If we can't get him at once, we like buy him at once this summer. There's rumors about us getting him on loan with a purchase option or a obligation to buy next summer. But the crux with that is that possibly his price will go up a little bit with 10 million. Right now it's like around 40, but if we do it this way, it will go up to 50. But I believe still in the end that is not too much of a sacrifice really to make, and too much of a bad thing. 10 million more or so, it's not too horrible. Okay, if it was like maybe extra, if the price went up like maybe 20, 30, 40 million or something, but it's still like 10 million more. I believe we can still handle that if we get everything right. And in the summer of 2024, we'll worry about that then, and we can figure it out somehow. I believe Laporta can get that done. As long as we just do make sure we bring in Roque Heat, we bring Roque. Uh, he is a great young talent, and I believe we cannot be missing out on someone like him. He really has passion for the club as well. He's willing to pay for a lower wage as well than some of the other offers he has gotten from big Premier League clubs like Arsenal and stuff like that. They're also looking for him. So he really wants to come to Barcelona. So we need to go first. We need to get that over the line. Um, and another player that possibly could be coming back to Barcelona as well is Aubameyang. And that is really good too. We could if all this like we only get a loan from Victor Roque or I think even maybe even getting both of them. He wants to come back. Aubameyang is not having a good time at Chelsea. He's not gotten time, and it's not been going good. And I still feel like we should not have gotten rid of him. We should have sold Memphis in the summer and not Aubameyang, because all know what happened with Memphis afterwards. Anyways, it should have been Memphis that left, not Aubameyang. He did so much good for us the 6 months, 5 to 6 months that he played for us last season, and I believe that he can do still really good for us as a backup to Lewandowski and other things like that. And he loves the club. He wants to be here. He was here during the last Clasico. He was there in attendance. He went backstage, like in the dressing rooms, to celebrate with all the players and stuff like that. So the players do like him as well. So I believe we definitely need to go for him if we can. He's also probably will be a free agent, I believe. So it's like I think you can get him for free or for a lower price. I believe it is possible. Xavi really likes the player too. He likes him too, and like happen. So I believe we should be going for him too. Could be a good short deal for having him for another season or two. A really nice, a good player, a really good, really solid and reliable player. That we've seen in the past, just like some of the other clutch players that came in before, like Luke De Jong and Paul, all that kind of stuff. So he's one of those players that you can count on most of the time. So I believe we definitely should be going for him. He's a very solid and good option. Um, and then besides those, we are closing in on the Athletic Bilbao mid central defender. Marquez, he's also we're looking like that's gonna be the central signing. We'll see if any other will materialize. Possibly not. We don't know. The Gundogan thing is going well as well. We're getting closer and closer towards that too. I believe that will happen. If all the economic shit is set right, I believe that will be happening as well, and he will be a good player to have in the midfield. Um, so yeah, those are most of the signing rumors for the moment. There is some other things about some we maybe or want to have, but those are the main things at least. And I believe this summer needs to have some big things needs to happen. We need to really make the strong, make the strong. We need to make the squad really strong and make the squad really reliable and good to really go and focus on Europe next season, because I believe that will be the main goal. Try to go far in the Champions League next season, because this season we're looking like we can get hopefully get the domestic titles over the line. Both the Copa del Rey and the league. We already got the Super Cup, Spanish Super Cup, so we can get a domestic treble this season. And then we're focusing on the Champions League, focusing on Europe next season. For that, we do need a strong squad and good squad depth. So I'm hoping we can get that done. I'm hoping we can do some good business this summer, and hopefully get Tebas and that more on Tebas and and all the other stooges don't stand in the way. There is some rumors that maybe La Liga will be putting down on the going a little bit less on the wages and all on the financial fair play stuff, and maybe be a little bit more lenient this summer. I'm hoping that's true. That will be good. A little bit surprising, but I'll be good. I'll take that. If they do, I'll definitely be happy if they do, because this is for they need to realize this is for their own league as well. On the good, if they want to have prolific players like Messi, like big players and big like have eyes on the league again, and not just for us, for others, some of the other teams in La Liga as well. You cannot hold the teams off. Um, so yeah, and speaking of Tebas, he's also getting sued by some other and all that stuff. I'm not gonna go into detail now, but there's a lot of things surrounding that clown. I'm not gonna go into it, but it's it's kind of funny seeing that him get sued now. Yeah, can't say he doesn't deserve it. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens this summer. Hopefully, we can we can do some good business. I hope we can get the good business over the line. Get some of those players that don't need to be here anymore out. Yeah, and also besides that, that reminds me. There's some rumors about who might go out. There's some more talkative stuff about Ansu Fati lately. His father, Fati, coming out and talking about a lot of stuff about his son and doing. Yeah, it's just not a. I don't know what he's doing. Like, why is his father going out and talking like that? It's just does not help the situation whatsoever. But there's some rumors about maybe Barcelona will be selling Fati or sending him out on loan or whatever. I don't think that should happen. I still believe in Fati. I think, but he's a good talent and he needs to get a proper chance, and he just had way too much pressure on him. So we'll see what happens there. I hope we do not sell him. At least, if we do send him home, at least make it just a loan, right? So he can go out and get himself better up again and then come back. But I do not want us to lose out on him totally and sell him off, because that will be a big mistake in my opinion. But yeah, we'll see what happens surrounding Ansu Fati as well in the summer. It can go either way, but we'll see. We'll deal with it as it comes, right? But yeah, and before I end, of course, tonight I'm just gonna talk a little bit about the Elche game tonight. We will be playing in 7 hours. It's hopefully we can get it done and hopefully put pressure on Real Madrid, who play tomorrow. We are 12 points ahead of them, right? So we need to keep that distance, maybe even go even more. Until tomorrow, if we win tonight, we will be around like 15 points or so ahead of them. So hopefully tonight we can get a good win, even if it is a scrappy win. Just get it done. I know that we are missing some players, but I believe still we can do it. We have the strong squad. We have a strong enough squad, even with some of the injuries, that we can still get this done. Especially against a team like Elche, who are down on the lower part of the table. But we can, you never know. We should never underestimate teams. Last time we did that, we lost to Almeria, and that was not good. So we hopefully should be not underestimating them, but on paper, we are the strong team. We should be getting this done tonight. Hopefully, in any way they can, just get the 3 points. And with the lineup, I don't know really what's gonna happen. Like maybe Marcos Alonso starts instead of Christensen. That's a possibility. Or Araujo maybe takes that spot and goes next to Kunde in central defense, and maybe have Roberto at right back. I don't know, but it's different possibilities that Xavi can do. We'll see if Frankie De Jong is available tonight or not. Because if he is, he can play. But otherwise, like, I don't know, maybe have in central we'll have like Busquets, Kessier, and Gavi. Maybe start them, and up front we'll give Fati a chance to start, right, and see what he can go for, and have then also Lewandowski and Ferran Torres maybe up there, because Rafinha is also suspended, so he will not be available tonight. But hopefully, though, we can set it right. We can do it good in some way, no matter what. I just want the 3 points, and hopefully, we can get those 3 points over the line, and then shift our focus fully for the Classico next week. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you did, leave a like down below, and also subscribe if you're not done that already, and leave ring the notification bell to get notified next time I upload these videos. So yeah, that's gonna do it. Hopefully tonight we get a win. Hopefully next week as well, and we'll see what happens in the summer. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Peace, Barça.